Everybody, Grimble here. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to Solo Leveling Episode 1. I've actually really wanted to watch this series for a while for a couple of reasons. One, I like isekai anime, which I hear this is sort of an isekai anime. I'm not really sure. Some people say maybe a little bit. The other reason, though, is Alex Lee, who's the lead voice actor for the dub version, is somebody that has worked with me before on one of my projects called Lost Kings for my studio, Little Grim Entertainment. He is actually one of the main characters' voice. It's an older brother. His name is Kyle. I'm really excited for Alex. When I found him to do Lost Kings, it was I obviously don't have a budget for the animation, so we were kind of trying to put together a little trailer or something that we could pitch to a studio or a network or something like that. So I was looking for voices, and he volunteered to be one of the main characters. You know, he was sort of newer, up and coming, hadn't really gotten his foot in the ground yet. But man, when I first heard him do the voice for Kyle, I knew I found him. Like I knew 100% that's the guy. He can do this job. He had such a presence with the character, and yeah, I'm so happy to see that he's people have discovered him. I knew he was talented. I knew he would make it one day. And I'm just so thrilled to see that that's finally happened for him. So really actually excited to hear him in this. That being said, I'm obviously watching the dub version. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are groaning and moaning about that, but hey, I got to support my boy, right? And I think dub is kind of in general better for reaction videos because, you know, you can kind of have the reaction video on the side and you can just listen to the reactor and what they're saying and kind of hear where they're at in the episode. And it's hard to do that when you're having to stare not only at a tiny little screen, but then the subtitles in the tiny little screen to kind of read what's going on. So I just think dub is better for reaction videos anyways. So with that being said, I probably will watch more dubbed on this channel than sub. So sorry for those of you guys that just, you know, hate dub for whatever reason. I love both. I actually watch sub for things like One Piece because I love One Piece and I can't wait for the next episodes to come out, especially whenever I caught up on dub. You know, I kind of watched it dub first and then I just had to keep going, so I ended up watching it subbed. But yeah, I don't hate subbed, I don't hate dubbed. I think they're both great. I think they both have value. I just think for reaction channels it's better for you guys, the viewers, if I'm doing dub, so you guys can kind of see where I'm at. So, and hopefully you guys have already watched it, you know, in your preferred format, whatever that is. So anyways, yeah, guys, please also like and subscribe if you like this reaction. I am a new channel here, so it really will help me out. It'll help this channel grow. Also check out our Patreon page. There's a lot of cool perks there, including certain things that you'll get behind the scenes look at some of the Little Grim Entertainment stuff, which includes Lost Kings, the thing that Alex did. I have some stuff that I want to release for you guys there, for those that are at the highest tier. And with that out of the way, let's get to it. Episode 1, Solo Leveling. If you guys are interested in signing up to my Patreon, you'll be able to take advantage of ad-free content, 3 to 4 weeks early access to all reactions, which for the middle tier and above can include the full-length watch-along reactions. Those that subscribe to the highest tier will also be supporting my game and animation studio, Little Grim Entertainment. You'll have access to a sneak peek look at all of our upcoming games and animated shows. Big-ass ant. A lot of big ass ants. Ooh. Oh. Oh, they're just gnawing at him. Oh. Ooh. Who's this guy? Is he a healer?
Healing magic?
You can tell by the green. Green means healing.
That worked instantly. No!
Damn. go.
Yes, they're here. Leave it to the S-rank hunters.
Back
to
off,
catch.
guys.
I think
Sit
Jinu's
down.
A little too eager. I'm sorry, but
It's easy.
the sooner I act, the more people I heal.
Ow. There's a big ass ant.
It's big, but I don't think we've made it to the boss yet.
Probably just a leak
Awesome.
test of this infestation.
Nice. Oh. Ouch. Ooh. You gonna beat him with it? What? Oh. I just shot him. I thought he threw that through him. His own, like, leg or whatever that is.
And
Tank. Isn't that his, like, job? He's a tank?
This wasn't the leader after all.
Seems they made it. No doubt in the nick of time.
Glasses guy. Is he gonna do the,
Well, well. Suppose we should get
gonna do
started
the
too.
thing? Ooh, more barbecue ants.
All units.
Enemy.
More than a decade ago, a series of pathways appeared connecting our world to another dimension and ushering in untold horrors. For the other side of these gates teemed with bizarre creatures called magic beasts. Though these
Gotcha.
monsters proved immune to conventional weaponry, some humans awakened abilities to combat the threat. They are known as hunters, and the magic
convenient.
coursing through them determines their rank. There's S, A, B, C,
So is it like the
leaving
One
E
Punch
as
Man?
the lowest level.
Similar ranking system.
The catch is, no amount
Okay.
of
Oh,
training
that's the
will
main
improve
character.
their power once
Aw.
it awakens. A hunter's strength and rank are set from day one.
Oh, really? Wait, day one. And so they can't increase in power? That's different.
best of luck to you and your crew on today's raid.
Thank you.
Hey! What's up, Mr. Kim? Long time no see.
This guy's hair.
I wasn't expecting.
It's really
Thought
bushy.
You said you had your fill of hunting, bum chic.
Oh,
Is that a Genu sung I see?
Yo, what's
Chinu Sung.
Came out despite the cold, huh?
Nice to be working with you guys again.
Why is everybody flagging him down? Is that kid like a big deal or something?
He's the exact opposite. Genu joined up not long after you quit. Well, they call him the weakest hunter of all mankind.
Oh,
Wait, really?
that's rude.
That's a thing?
But he is. So just him being here means it's going to be a real easy raid.
Uh-huh, gotcha.
We
Yes.
should probably drop it. I'd hate for him to overhear us.
Too late. Heard every word. Well, they didn't say anything that isn't true.
You weren't exactly whispering either.
You got hurt.
Pretty much a normal speaking voice.
I'll live. It's good to see you, Chuhi.
They didn't bring a healer? Of
Ouch.
all the thoughtless, self-centered things to do.
Not like I'm mad. It isn't their fault I'm so weak. I'm used to being treated that way.
He's so casual about it. He's like,
I knew that.
yeah, I suck. It's whatever.
We're ready to go
Anyways.
inside. Come on.
The name's Chill Song, and unless any of you have objections, I volunteer.
It's
to be
such
the
low
leader of my
self-esteem.
dungeon raid.
That poor kid.
Now or hold your people.
Working with you, sir, is an absolute privilege.
Thanks. Now, with that
Thanks.
settled, shall we?
Anyways.
Good idea. I'll try.
Focus on succeeding, not trying.
Do not. There is no try.
This knife has barely any magic power in it, but it was the only weapon I could afford.
Ah, welcome back, Chairman Go. How was your meeting with the administration?
Hunting's now one of the most lucrative careers on Earth, thanks to the treasures found in those monsters.
Oh, okay.
Who would have guessed the trophies inside magic beasts, these essence stones, would be so valuable?
I mean, aren't they only valuable if people put value on them? Unless they do something
Actually got one.
magical or
I
something?
can hardly believe it.
Shit, that didn't last long. Why is he already bleeding? Ah, God.
You have to fight him off!
He's already bleeding.
I'll make you good as new.
How often does this happen to him? Like, that's just... Why would you put yourself through that over and over again?
We hunters gather essence stones from high-ranked beasts and use them to create weapons and armor that allow us to take down even more creatures in a vicious cycle.
Oh.
One would think we just harvest monsters.
Okay, so you kind of can get a little stronger, I guess, just
Yet they're less potent
by
to
armor.
make you weaker gear.
But the government's interested
Get better
in much
gear, you
different use.
can be a little bit
As a
stronger.
new power source.
Is that how it works?
They're safer than nuclear, more efficient than water, wind, or geothermal, and don't pollute the atmosphere like fossil fuels.
Okay, so they have a value.
Quite simply the ideal clean energy.
Was that the boss?
I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Song. You know how to call him.
Yeah, her healing's yellow.
You weren't
That's
just
wrong.
staying on as a hunter because you're too stubborn to quit, right?
Maybe it's a little green.
It's only a matter of when, not if, something much worse happens.
Hey! Come take a look at this, guys!
A cave? Or tunnel, maybe.
Either way, it seems to go pretty far.
Even
This
more
has to be
tunnel.
a double dungeon. Never seen one in person, though.
I was wondering why there weren't any signs of this place shutting down after we beat that mutt.
I have to admit, that thought crossed my mind too.
And there's more.
Okay, so
Maybe this cash cow might not be as dry as we assumed.
Listen up.
dungeons
ladies and
disappear
gents.
after you clear the
Standard
boss, I guess.
procedure is to report cases like this to
Did they
the
say
Hunters
that? Maybe they said that
Association
already.
And wait for their approval.
It'd be okay to bend the rules a tiny bit, right?
Just a smidge?
Oh, we have a good
understand
idea.
how you feel, but going any farther would endanger our lives.
I wouldn't listen
say
to
we
Dick
put it
Hare.
to a vote.
I'm not feeling it.
Well, I am.
I vote no.
Same here.
That's 6 in favor of going and 6 opposed, which would make Ginu here the deciding vote.
Well, it's up to me. Even if the
Oh,
danger
man.
isn't above a
He's
D
gonna
rank,
choose to go, isn't
I'm in
he?
trouble no matter what. Still,
Peer
with Dad
pressure.
missing, I'm the only one who can provide for my family. Mom's
Ah,
treatments aren't free, and then there's my sister's college tuition.
his mom's sick.
I don't want money. I need it. I vote yes.
Man.
First thieves! Stop them!
Out of the damn way!
Oh.
Move, lady! Do you want to die?
Nice. Nice. She's cute. Guess she's an S ranked.
Gosh, that was incredible.
Here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Change up! Get out!
The S rank hunter.
Hot damn!
Hot damn. Look at her go.
That's an S rank hunter for you.
Juhi,
Okay.
I'm really sorry.
What'd you do now?
I voted yes to come down here, even though you hoped that we'd called it quits.
I'm the last thing you should be worried about. So stop it.
Can't the ones that
Stop.
don't want to go
I'm
just
sure
be
you're
like,
okay.
nah,
You've got to be kidding me.
and leave? Is there?
I'm obviously not okay. Get a sudden case of amnesia? I swear you hit your head.
What would happen if they just left? Can they? Would they get in trouble?
I'm sorry. I can't deny Juhi's B rank healing spells have come in clutch on more than one occasion.
So she's
Well,
B
in
ranked
that
as a
case,
healer
You can
only.
always show your thanks by taking me out to eat somewhere.
Oh.
Why the shock? Is the thought of
What
treating
a
me to a
date.
meal so upsetting to you?
No. That's not it at all.
Finally! We found the lair!
For those who don't know me, I'm Gun Hiko. Greetings from the Hunters Association's current chair. Some of you newly awakened will choose to become hunters, some won't. But I
Newly
ask that you
awakened.
consider carefully before deciding. Remain a
So when the
mystery
gates
to those
appeared,
who
not everybody
So to
got
become a
powers right
hunter
away.
is to risk your life.
You can still gain
Even
powers
those
later, I
accustomed to
guess.
raids cannot let us.
I guess if
My
you have
best
powers,
advice
you don't
to
have to
ensure
be a
your
hunter.
survival
That's
would be
interesting.
Stay both humble and afraid.
So you'd be like S ranked and be like, nah. Just gonna chill. Not in the mood to fight.
Let there be light. And a dope atmosphere.
Oh, whoa.
It's got blood all over. Poor guy.
He makes
Ugh.
the others seem like toys.
That's damn huge. He a king?
King of creepiness.
Yeah,
In ancient script, of course.
of course.
The Cartanon Temple's commandments are as
Well,
follows.
you can read it, of course.
First, thou shalt worship God. Second,
Ginu?
praise God.
That shall not steal.
Third, thou shalt prove thy faith. You will not leave alive.
Uh-oh.
The door!
It just shut on its own!
Uh-oh.
But why?
It's fine. I'm sure we can open it back up again.
Yeah, sure.
But I knew we shouldn't have kept going, but I was
Wake
outvoted.
up, buddy. You should probably stay
If
put.
there's treasure lying around, you idiots
Probably
are
stay
welcome
put.
to it. I'm leaving.
Uh-oh.
Look out, it's a trap!
Yep. Oh. 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 Decapitated.
That guy who died, he must have been D rank at least. Stronger than me anyway.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Who is it? And he was gone, just like that. What's going on? This is a D rank dungeon. No, there aren't supposed to be things like that down here.
Shouldn't have gone in the tunnel, guys.
That means
I was gonna look at him, isn't it? It's gonna look right at him, isn't it? Oh god. I knew it was gonna happen.
In the face plenty of times since I became a hunter. Because I've learned that I can survive most anything if I keep my eyes peeled for opportunities.
So he's a survivor.
That's why I was able to tell.
So there's that.
Get down now!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Damn. Oh.
What the hell?
Yeah.
How did we trigger it?
I think I know.
You all right, Bumpshin?
Somehow this can't be real. When it is, we're trapped. Done for. Dead. We're all gonna die!
Oh god. Man. Alright guys. Well, we just watched the first episode of Solo Leveling and man, that was intense. That ending. Man. You know, you could kind of see it coming as they're walking towards it. You're like, this isn't gonna end well for these guys. Well anyways, let's go back to the start. So I guess this world is basically it's sort. I get that it's kind of. I know why people were saying it's sort of an isekai because it's not really. It doesn't seem like he's gone into another world. It seems that something's come into their world, sort of a reverse isekai, I guess. So once these gates started showing up, it was releasing these monsters into the world, but also it gave people these abilities. They I guess they said that they awokened and had these abilities of what they're calling as hunters. And when you become a hunter, you have a certain amount of energy that you're sort of, I guess, blessed with from the start. And that's it, right? Like you don't escalate, it never grows stronger, you never get more powerful. With the exception, it seems like, of gear that you find inside the dungeons. I guess you can become a little bit stronger, but I guess that has the limitations there are, you know, it doesn't increase maybe your strength or agility or your physical power itself. It just allows you to take a couple more hits and not get stabbed. I guess, Genum could really use that. I think his name is Genu-san. He could really use some better gear, it seems like, but I guess he can't afford it. It's kind of shitty, though, that they don't, if you make it out of a dungeon, they don't try to spread out the loot a little bit more evenly, so give people like Genum a fighting chance, right? I mean, it only betters the rest of the group if he lasts a little bit longer, right? Maybe he could do something. Maybe he could hurt some goblins or something if he had some better gear, so I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I would try to spread it out a little bit, but I guess people are too greedy. I don't know. But it is interesting that you can't scale up. You can't get more powerful. At first, I was thinking it was a very similar level scaling system to One Punch Man, which has also the S ranked and A ranked and all that stuff going down. But in that anime, you could level up. You could go from a lower rank to a higher rank if you just got more powerful. So that's kind of cool. That's interesting. That's different. I like the world. I like what they're setting up here. Obviously, not everybody wanted to go in. I was wondering, because not everybody wanted to keep going in that dungeon, and those people got outvoted because of Jinun being an asshole, deciding I wanted to, I guess I get it. He's trying to get money and do what he can for his family, but It seemed like a dangerous situation, and he kind of put everybody else in a dangerous situation as well by voting to keep going. But it made me wonder, why the people that didn't want to go, why did they have to go? Just because they got outvoted, right? Why couldn't they just be like, I'm done. I'm leaving. Screw you guys. If you want to go get yourself killed, I can't stop you, but I'm out. Peace. Is that something? Maybe they can't leave the dungeon if the whole party doesn't leave, or they get kicked out of the Hunters Association. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe they'll get to that or explain that later. But yeah, I was just wondering why they couldn't just walk out and leave. But they didn't. They all went together. They all went to this big door, went inside, and death awaits them, it seems. It seems to be an odd place that wasn't supposed to be there, and it's terrifying. It's creepy. These statues, man, they're very creepy. They're something else. And I can't imagine what it's like walking into something like that as a E-ranked, somebody that just has gotten beaten up over and over again, and then watching people that are much more powerful than you just get destroyed like flies. That would be so demoralizing. I just couldn't even imagine. The other thing that was interesting was he didn't seem to have a lot of self-esteem right from the get-go. He just didn't think very highly of himself, but he still goes on these raids. He still does it. He still participates. He still, and to me, that seems like he's actually a very brave person, right? Because, to be that weak, I imagine this kid gets, stabbed constantly all the time and probably is on the brink of death more than once. And that's not something that somebody that has a weak constitution could put themselves through over and over again, if you know what I'm saying. So this kid's made of something special, right? He's, if not, he may be weak and can't fight, but if nothing else, he's not mentally weak, right? He's got some fortitude to him, and you gotta admire that in the guy. I guess he's determined, right? He wants to help his family. He wants to help his sister get through college, and then his mother obviously is very, very sick in the hospital. And he said her medical bills are very, very expensive, so paying for that, his dad's gone, and it's up to him, really. So that's, I get it. That's a hard place for any kid his age, I'm sure, to be at, and I know he's doing what he can for his family, but man, that he is taking a beating for them. I can't imagine his mother waking up and being happy about what he put himself through to help her. But I don't know. It's a very interesting show so far. I'm curious to see where this goes. I'm curious to see how they make it out of this, or if they do. I don't imagine it's going to be a lot. Obviously Genome's going to make it out because plot armor, but who knows with everybody else? Anime is very much like, it can be like Game of Thrones, where you just never know who's going to make it out alive, especially with one like this. It very well could be he's the only one that survives. I don't know. I'd like to think the girl survives. She seems like maybe a potential love interest for him, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe she dies, and that puts a strain on him. Somehow he survives, because that seems to be his thing. He survives, right? He survives through everything, even all the beatings, everything that happens to him. He's a survivor. So I imagine he's going to make it out of this, obviously, because he's the main character, but also because that's just something that happens to him. He keeps surviving, no matter what the odds, apparently. So it'll be really interesting to see how he actually survives this, how he gets out of this, how many people manage to get out of it with him, and what is the catalyst to getting out. What's the deal with this place, right? Obviously that guy wasn't allowed to leave. That was not allowed. But then you saw the statue kind of retreat and go back to its stance, so that tells me that they're not actively trying to attack them right now. Well, I guess the eyeballs went nuts and vaporized a bunch of people. I don't know, maybe they stepped on the wrong stone or something, or they didn't do the right dance. I don't know. Clearly, there's something to this room. That's all I got, guys. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Was it just as freaky for you guys as it was for me? That those statues are creepy as hell. Did you guys think that it was kind of weird that the people just went, that didn't want to go and didn't just run out, I thought that was kind of weird, but I'll go with it. Well, that's all I got for this one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This is a new channel, like I mentioned before, so anything you guys can do will really help me out. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page. That will be in the description. There will be a link for that. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next reaction.